And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. The 2019 Flag Football European Championships coming to you from Jerusalem, Israel. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm here in the booth with the Hall of Famer, Danny Gwirtz. My name is Josh Haston. Thanks so much for joining us here on another glorious day. It is Championship Sunday. We're about to watch two semifinalists here. The host country, Israel, in the men's division, taking on a powerful squad from Italy. Just behind us, by the way, we're going to be giving you updates from the other semifinal, France and Denmark. Denmark being one of the top teams in the world. We have a wonderful Final Four. Many hours ahead of flag football coverage at this year's championships being held here at the Kraft Family Sports Campus in Jerusalem. Danny Gwirtz, how you doing, my man? How was the weekend?
Great.
Yeah, you had a good time? You enjoyed the Sabbath?
I did, but not as much as the British women did. I think that kind of rejuvenated them, which is what the Sabbath is really supposed to do.
That's true. I mean, today is actually, for those who have been following since Thursday and waking up and are thinking, hey, shouldn't this be the fourth day of the tournament? No, it's actually the third day, even though it's day number 4, because all the teams had the Sabbath off, respecting the tradition around here, the Jewish Sabbath, and touring a little bit, resting up, and now coming here fresh. And as you said, we did see the British women there now entering the finals as a result of their big victory, perhaps upset victory over Austria just a few minutes ago. And now, Danny, we're on the men's side, the host country Israel winning on a Hail Mary. And I must say, the guy who threw the ball, Jonathan Curran, I didn't have the stat sheet in front of me, he threw that Hail Mary to number 87, Daniel Mikhailov, who caught the touchdown. And actually, we saw a game here we scored 4 touchdowns. Force to be reckoned with. What can we expect, Danny, from this game, Italy versus Israel?
First of all, getting back to that play.
Yeah.
I mean, that was, if you got to talk of a play of the tournament so far, that has to be the play.
I did my Al Michaels impression, calling it a miracle, saying it was unbelievable.
It really was.
I saw it right here on the other field. It was great.
Yeah.
So that earned Israel the opportunity to play for a medal here in the semifinal game.
I must have watched that replay over 20 times, Josh.
Yeah,
just a lot of pride. We're from Israel, so
we're not.
Broadcasters aren't supposed to have a rooting interest.
Exactly.
We all understand that.
Exactly what I was going to say.
We live in Israel, and we do take pride when our team does well.
And when our team does well, and when they don't play well, we call them out too here from the broadcast booth. Kenny and I were calling out Team Israel the other day with some questionable coaching and whatnot.
Yep.
We're not holding back, folks. We're not picking favorites. We're here to call the games as the referees are blowing their whistles. Captains are about to be taking the field for the coin toss in this very, very important game. I would say not only for this tournament, if you're talking about Team Israel, I would say throughout Israel's international competition history, this may be perhaps one of the biggest, if not the biggest, games for the men's team here. And you probably know more about that than I do in terms of the history of the national team, the men's side.
Well, it certainly has to be. I mean, we've never won a competition. We've never received a gold medal. We have received a silver medal. I think it was in Copenhagen.
In 2017, yeah.
So certainly for the second straight tournament, Israel will be vying to get into that final. And, talk about big games. I mean, this is a big game. This is definitely a big game. You got all the league officials and the whole American football community here in Israel is here and watching this game with avid interest. And
packed stands here.
Yeah, it's
packed
a beautiful thing to see.
And we are actually, after the coin toss here, the guys in the booth from Medabrim, they're going to show the replay of that Hail Mary from the other day. Hopefully you'll have the audio of me going berserk. If not, at least on the screen you'll be able to see the replay from that Hail Mary just 48 hours ago with Israel going into the semifinals as a result of a miracle finish. I don't know, let's see, are we going to see it now? We're going to wait till here's the coin toss. You have Abel and Tover there representing Team Israel.
I know that Israel has a fantastic trio of receivers. You got Danny Eastman, David Abel, and Mikhailov. Those three guys have just put most of the points on the board for Israel. Well, I haven't seen Italy thus far. What is Italy going to throw at Israel today?
What they're literally going to throw is their quarterback who does the throwing. Number 1, Luke Zaratka. The guy is unbelievable. Watch the replay, guys, of that Hail Mary, which got Israel into the finals. Here, if you can check it out right now, there's the pass there from Curran, lobbing it up in the end zone. Ball's tipped up in the air and caught by Mikhailov for the miracle.
It's a miracle!
2 days ago.
Team Israel catches it on a Hail Mary. The ball was tipped up in the air.
What's that?
Unbelievable.
1 second. We're getting some word here from the communications
Let's
booth.
watch it again a few times. Let's watch it again a few times.
With the audio.
Unbelievable.
It had the audio there. I couldn't hear it in the
It'll take a
headset.
while.
I didn't know they were playing the
Long,
audio.
long
But yeah,
play.
that was
The
my Al
ball's
Michaels
launched.
moment in life right there. Making the call there. Remember, if Israel wins this tournament, it'll all go back to that call, and I'll go down in history as the broadcaster who made the call to get Israel into the semifinal round. And it looks like Israel will start off on defense. Team Italy again. Luke Zaratka. You'll see, Danny, very quickly why he is a potential MVP of this entire men's tournament. You can see him right there. The guy's about 6'4", 6'5", rocket laser arm. He spent some time in America playing the game. He's an Italian-American who moved back to Italy, and he has a playbook here. And I've been joking all weekend. He stole that playbook from Harvey, what's his name, Henry Winkler there, from the movie The Waterboy, and all their plays.
One thing I've seen is that Israel is vulnerable to the long pass. And
Yeah.
if this guy has got the rocket arm, like you say, Israel may have their hands full
Here,
with the quarterback.
Here we go, north to south. Italy taking the ball first. Zaratka back to pass. Pump fakes, find a wide open receiver up the middle. Number 25 makes the catch. Substantial gain there, about 15 yards. The center, Rossi, Fabrizio Rossi on a big catch there. First down. You can watch the replay, folks. Watch Rossi get open right up the seam there, right up the middle of the field. Soft spot, finds a soft spot there in the Israeli defense. Second down here.
There was a good flag pull on that one. If he doesn't make that pull,
He's getting a first down.
We're talking about 6-0. Forget about a first down, Josh. That was he had nothing but daylight.
Bunch formation here at Team Italy. Quarterback takes a snap, looks. Look at that rocket laser throw to number 2, Simone. That's Mark Simone, number 2 wide receiver, and he's actually the backup quarterback as well. But a bullet from Luke. Cool Hand Luke, we'll call him. Did a great job there. Zaratka, potential MVP of the tournament, I guess, based on what happens this afternoon in the semifinals and finals. But it's first and goal. First and goal.
I think the Israel team is going to have to play a little bit closer. You give him a couple of feet.
Yeah.
And he's
Here
going to find
first and goal, trips wide here for Zaratka. Looks back, surveying the field as a man open. Touchdown.
No.
Knocked out at the last
Knocked
second
out.
by number 11. That's Tover, David Tover. Watch the replay here. Attended receiver was number 23, Buha.
Beautiful play. He would have come down with
Jordan
that.
Buha has been one of the favorite targets there of Zaratka throughout the tournament. He's done a great job throughout the weekend.
Yeah.
Here we have now second down.
He comes down with that
And
that's a
goal.
touchdown, but David Tover made a great play.
Yeah, and Tover.
Knocking the ball right out of Buha's hands.
I
He
taught
had
Tover, by the way, everything he knows, by the way. I coached him when he was in 6th grade. Guy was running circles around his friends. And that's a true story. Fake handoff. They're going to number 25 there for a minor short gain there to the center, Rossi again. Kind of a trick play, a little misdirection there with a fake handoff. Watch the replay here. They faked to the left, faked the handoff, and then they went back to their center on the right. It's got to be a big third down here in the early going for Team Italy, looking to put the first points on the board. And they're going to that magical green playbook there. Number 1, Zaratka. He's just, Dan, if you see him, he is towering over both offensive players, and he's the tallest player maybe in the tournament, at least definitely on the field today. Zaratka certainly has the height of like a Peyton Manning staring down the defense. Let's see, here's the third down play. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Pass wide open in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Italy. Let's get his number. Number 19 there. That is, watch the replay there. Sant'Agostino. Gianluca Sant'Agostino, the wide receiver there for Italy. It is quickly 6-0 for the Italians. Going for the extra point. 2 receivers right. You have Buha on the left side there. I like saying that name, Buha. Man in motion there, number 19 from right to left. Looking wide open. There's a flag on the play.
Yeah.
Who's it on? Did you see the contact? I saw contact.
Number 23 hit David Tover. Right
so this
down,
could be on the offense on Buha.
It could be.
Let's see the referees converging there. I haven't seen too many flags so far in the first couple games that I called here today. This game, of course, very, very important, a semifinal game. Perhaps the refs will be taking their flags out of their pockets and using them. There's actually 2 flags on the ground, no doubt about it. And this is going on the offense on the Italians, just like you said, Danny. Buha running into Tover. This will still be a 1-point conversion, but it is from way back. That is a 15-yard penalty, and it'll be a very, very long try on the extra point for Team Italy. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Zaradka back in the shotgun formation. Rush coming in. He takes a deep drop, lets the ball fly, and an unbelievable catch there.
Oh.
That's the guy. Buha.
Yeah, he's not very tall, but
Jordan Buha over Danny Eastman in the back of the end zone there, made an unbelievable catch along the back sideline.
he went high above.
Watch, check out the. I think they showed that we got the replay. I missed it. I was looking at the numbers there. I think we saw the replay. Here it is again. Check it out. Quarterback takes a deep, deep drop.
Yeah, he that ball from midfield, Josh.
Yeah, that was a long dart. Back of the end zone. Boom. Team Israel takes over the first offensive possession. Here we go. First pass is up, complete to David Abel.
By the way, with us
from
in the booth.
From Rami Farkas, quarterback of Rami Farkas.
With us in the booth for this game is former Israel national team quarterback and coach Yossi Fuchs. How you doing, Yossi?
Hey, Danny.
Good to see you
Doing
today.
great. It's good to be here.
Welcome, Yossi. What's going on, my man?
Wow, this is so exciting to be able to be here watching semifinal game with Israel in it here in Jerusalem.
Second
doesn't
down.
get better than this.
Second down completion there from Farkas to Mikhailov, the hero of last game, with the Hail Mary answered in the end zone. This will be third down. Israel looks like trying to sustain a drive here, gaining about 7 to 10 yards on their first 2 plays. Here's a third down at about 10 coming up for Team Israel. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Pump fake by Farkas. Looking over the middle, hits David Abel. This is going to be a close call. They're giving him the first down. The drive stays alive. Watch the replay there. Abel doing exactly what he needed to stretch over that first down marker.
Yes, we seem to have 2 different type of quarterbacks in this finals here. You got a guy who towers over everybody, and Farkas, who's probably relying more on his accuracy. Let's just watch this.
First down play. Farkas looks right, fires left. Jonathan Efrat, number 8. Efrat back. He suffered an injury the other day and missed one of the games, but he is back on the field. I mean, this is crunch time, so you rub some Ben Gay on it, rub some dirt on it, do whatever you have to do, and you're out there for the semifinal game. Jonathan Efrat, longtime player in American football in Israel. Legendary player, I would say. I actually was on a team with him. We won a championship one year with the Big Blue powerhouse. Jonathan Efrat caught the winning touchdown. That was second down. This is third down. Sorry, now it'll be third down. Mikhailov there on a catch.
He caught that just off the ground. That was a great catch. Those
Watch the replay
are never
here.
Easy to make with your fingertips right off the ground.
On the left sideline. And by the way, I hope you are joining us. Chat in on Facebook, on YouTube. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know. I bet you a lot of Israelis at work have this game on at their computers. Don't be embarrassed. You know, if your boss walks by, you can be proud and watch the Israeli game at your desk today. Tell them Josh said so. Pass into the end zone, nearly intercepted. That would have ended the drive there. Number 21, Lorenzo Scaparota for Italy.
Yes, see, there's probably
Watch the replay.
A lot of pressure on Israel to score. I mean, the way that Italy moved down so quickly, and of course seeing the talent level of their quarterback, probably a lot of pressure just to score on almost every series.
There is a lot of pressure. These games are usually very high-scoring games, very hard to make a defensive stop. And like you said before, having a tall quarterback is a tremendous advantage because it gives you the middle of the field to be able to work with.
Bunch formation here on third down.
Rusher coming in. They take away the whole middle of the field for you. You got to work a lot more on the
looking. Caught by David Abel, streaking down the middle. Touchdown, Team Israel. They're giving him the score? Yes. Touchdown, Team Israel. Let's watch the replay there as he finds his receiver. Danny, what do you see on the replay there?
Well, he was fairly open. He ran towards the middle and then cut out the left, and none of the defenders followed him, so it was simple, just out route. And, of course, you put the ball anywhere near David Abel's hands, he's going to catch it.
Italy 7.
Yeah, Brumy's been using that sideline in all of his passes so far, really staying away from the middle of the field, which is really dangerous.
For the tie, it is caught. Diving catch. Let's see who that is. Donnie Eastman, diving catch. Touchdown, an extra point. It is 7-all. We're knotted at 7. So far, back and forth, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns.
Tell me a little bit about the 2 quarterbacks. I don't know if you are familiar with the Italian quarterback, but the different contrasts and styles between the 2.
He actually took over the quarterback for the Italian team about 4 years ago. They had a veteran quarterback, and he slowly came in. and he doesn't move a lot. You don't see him scrambling a lot. He really has his eyes on his first person he's looking for. And one of the tricks against him, really, what Israel's going to have to try to do over here is try to take away his first look.
And on
if they
first
take away
down,
that first look, they'll be able to get a little pressure on him and confuse him.
Just like that, first down, a completed pass to Buha and there was a missed flag there on first down. It will remain first down with that long gain. He has a rocket for an arm there, does Zaradka. I'd definitely say that, even if he doesn't move around a lot or whatnot. He does it all with his arm there, Yossi, from what I'm seeing here over the last couple of days.
And they have that menu. I don't know where it's been. I wouldn't want to touch it personally.
The playbook.
But
ball up in the back of the end zone. Caught. Yes. Are they giving him the touchdown? Yes, touchdown just like that. 3 plays. Length of the field. Zaradka hits his receiver. We'll see who that was. It was not Buha that time.
Number two,
Simon.
He
Mark
actually is
Simon,
the running back on their tackle team.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, he is
a
a strong lad there. You can definitely see he's hitting the gym.
There are a couple
Mark
players
Simon
that have been playing for at least 15 years.
Wow. Experience.
Their snapper, the center.
Now 13-7 going for the extra point. They got 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Luke Zaradka takes a snap, surveying the field, fires it right up the middle, and his main man, Buha, wide open in the middle of the field. Jordan Buha, my favorite name in this whole tournament. Buha with the extra point. The Italians go up by a score of 14-7. Israel on a hole.
What is Israel going to have to do in order to make them sweat a little? So far, they've moved effortlessly down the field. Quick strikes. It just looks too easy.
And they're going to have to change up their defense a little bit to take away those slanting patterns. And they have to make one stop. One stop is a game changer in these type of games.
Farkas back to pass, fires.
Right now, all the pressure's on the offense.
Jonathan Efrat there for a modest gain on first down. About 5-7 yards.
I think Israel's a little susceptible to the stoppage here because they kind of move in with short passes and they have to make sure that they get the first down. Whereas Italy, they can strike from anywhere in the field. And
with Zaradka's arm, looks like he can put the ball anywhere, anytime. He's got a cannon. So, but Israel, completely, as you said, completely different style, working the ball up the field methodically. 2 receivers left on second down, 1 receiver right. Pump fakes and then fires a bullet. There's a flag on the play, and the defender missed the flag, so Israel's going to have a gain here, and there was. Mikhailov, number 87, was knocked down by the Italian defender. They're going to tack on some yards here. Looks like Israel's going to have a first down, tack on another 15, if I'm not mistaken, based on what I saw right here in front of us. Looks like an illegal contact by the defense, automatic first, and 15 yards. Israel's going to be in good shape here, guys.
Josh, us here in the Israel football community here in Israel, we know that you are an avid Colts fan.
Yes, I am an avid Colts fan.
Why do you make a call to Irsay and talking about this guy, Zaradka?
Zaradka, if Jacoby Brissett does not work out.
I know that there's an opening.
Right now, it's unbelievable. They cut to their 53-man roster. They only have 1 quarterback active on the roster, Jacoby Brissett. If he goes down, I don't know who is going to play quarterback. So you have Chad Kelly, who's suspended for 2 games.
My phone could call internationally.
Luke Zaradka, or Jim Irsay, if you're listening to this broadcast.
That's an expatriate.
He is an expatriate.
Yeah.
A 15-yard penalty, they're marking it off. Luke Zaradka, folks, you heard the name here first. Irsay, if you're listening, GM Ballard, if you're listening to this broadcast,
forget about that, Josh.
Let's bring him in.
My phone will call internationally.
I don't have Irsay's number, but maybe you can post on Twitter. Irsay does check his Twitter as quarterback Farkas goes back, pumps left, looks right, hits his receiver Mikhailov. He's doing the duck. He's doing the duck.
Oh, and he scores.
Doing the duck. No, he's down. Let's see.
No, he did. Seems like he scored.
No, the referee's calling him out. Let's see.
No one pulled his flags. He still got 2 flags.
There's a conference. They're calling him down.
Ooh.
They're saying I think he stepped out of bounds.
Must have stepped out because he had his 2
flags.
Watch
the replay. Let's see what you can see on the replay, guys. He did what we call the dip or the duck. Got down low on the ground. Very hard to pull the flags when Mikhailov does that duck walk.
Yeah, you're going to have real strong thighs to do that duck walk.
I think I did the duck walk. I think I'd be out cold with an ACL.
Or a serious groin pull.
Farkas takes a snap on a 2nd and short here. Nothing on the right side of the field. Avoids the rusher. He might have to throw this one away. No, he's sacked. I thought he was going to throw this one away, but they only lost a couple of yards, but still they lost it down. It'll be 3rd down now for Team Israel. Eastman goes back in on the offense.
That's a bit of a mistake on Avrami's part.
Should have thrown it away.
Get rid of that ball.
Got to get rid of it.
With now, take the sack.
No intentional grounding in this league, so he should have gotten rid of that ball. Mistake on Team Israel. But it's still 3rd and goal from around the 7-yard line. Bunch formation
over here.
Bunch formation here. Eastman by himself on the left, looking on the right, looking left. He's got nothing. Fires the ball. The ball's tipped. Tipped by number 81, the Italian defender Claudio Corrado. Claudio Corrado would also play some offense here, according to my notes. Tips the ball and makes it
wasn't tipped.
uncatchable.
If that ball wasn't tipped, Mikhailov was standing alone in the back of the end zone. This game would have been tied.
This is a big play right now.
Crucial fourth down here early in the match here if Israel wants to keep pace with these Italians who have scored on 2 consecutive drives. Big play in the early going, folks. Farkas taking a big drop back there in the shotgun position. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Calls hike. Looking right, firing. Incomplete. Big hold by the Italians.
No flags.
I heard a whistle, but no flags.
I heard a whistle, but no flags.
No flags on the play. First down, Italy, and that is a huge defensive stop and a very fast game, which is flag football, where there's a lot of offense and defense wins championships. So a huge stop there by the Italians, guys. And they're moving. Italy's not taking a lot of time. He's still reading the book, but everyone's lined up already. Very quick huddle. 2 receivers left for Italy. Zavodka back in the shotgun formation. 1 receiver to the right. Let's see what they dial up here, up 14-7. Rusher coming in fast. Picked off. Donnie Eastman. Huge interception. And just like that, Israel's back in business.
Jesse, what was with that throw? I mean, he's been firing to open receivers all day long. All of a sudden, it seemed like he threw it right in Eastman's hands.
He took a gamble over there, and he let his
Watch
receiver
the
go
replay.
deep on the side.
You just showed the replay there.
Not expecting. So we're talking about changing it up a little bit and jumping around.
1 second. You're at a timeout on that microphone, Yossi. Your mic is cutting in and out. We'll get that technical difficulty fixed. In the meantime, Team Israel, just like that, back in business. Farkas takes a snap, surveys the field, a long ball down, just off the fingertips, but it would have been out of bounds anyway there. David Abel in the back of the end zone. A little long there on the pass. Brings up second down. We got your mic back up? We're good?
I think I'm good to go again.
All right, we're good to go
so
here.
As I was saying, Donnie let his man go a little bit on the side. He fell back with him, and then he jumped the route. Big play for Team Israel. Imagine if they would have scored that touchdown before. This would have put them in prime position right now.
Let's see if they can match the Italians here and take advantage of that INT. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Farkas takes the snap.
Little over 5 minutes to go.
Looks right, has nothing, avoids the rush, fires, caught. Touchdown, Mikhailov again. He must be in the high, leading, or very close to the top of the standings in terms of touchdowns there, number 87, Mikhailov. Check out the replay.
That was a great catch by Mikhailov.
Check out the replay. Pump fake.
The play really occurred when Avrami Farkas avoided the rush.
You can only hold the receivers for so long in this league when you can't make any contact. You can't make
that rush and avoiding that flagpole gave him that extra couple of seconds there. And
absolutely,
you're going to find your man in the back of the end zone.
Extra point, crucial extra point. Ball's up. Mikhailov on a one-handed grab. You must check out the replay.
Oh, my God.
They called him in.
Catch.
What a catch. Watch the replay here. Does not look like watch a super slow motion. Mikhailov does it down and out. Quarterback hits. Actually spun around. Oh, there's a flag, though. There's a flag on the play. What do they have? I think it's on the defense. There is some yellow on the field. One-handed catch. See that in the super slow?
Josh, flag or no flag, that is an OBJ catch. That was incredible. Full stretch. Yeah.
We'll talk about the tournament. We'll talk about the
MVP. Really can disrupt the play, and a lot of times they don't even get to the quarterback before they throw the ball. So when the quarterback holds onto the ball after 1 or 2 pump fakes, you don't even think he has it anymore. That's why Avrami was able to get away from him and make that throw before.
We are tied at 14, folks. And by the way, those of you listening, please keep chatting in and let us know who you think is today's MVP. We're going to narrow it down by the halftime. Maybe it's Mikhailov. Maybe it's the Italian quarterback. Maybe it's Buha, who just made that catch there on first down with a moderate, I would say, gain there, pulled by Donnie Eastman. Watch the replay there. Buha up the middle. Italy moving once again, 14 all here. But we'll narrow it down for you by the half, and we'll have your voting. But keep chatting in. Let us know where you're watching this game from. If you're here in Israel, if you're in Italy, anywhere else in Europe or around the world, we want to hear from you. Keep those chats going on YouTube, on Facebook, and any other means possible.
Look for the quarterback. Take a shot here deep now.
Great flag pull by David Gilad Chazoni.
Hey, I'm still stunned by that catch by Mikhailov.
Watch the replay.
He went basically horizontal to get that ball. It was a dart thrown. He brought it in with one hand and had to keep his feet in. He's got the top 2 catches now of the tournament, not just the top catch of the tournament.
It's actually Gidon Chazoni. Gidon Chazoni, who was a camper of mine back in, he was yay tall, very little. You got 2 receivers right, bunch. Receiver right is just off the center.
This is a big down. A couple of yards to the first down.
Third down, pumps to the right, looking very long. Receiver he has in the end zone, and touchdown just like that. Touchdown just like that. Italy on a long throw. It was an impressive formation there. They had a semi-bunch with one receiver lining up near the center, two receivers left. As Aradka sent a guy long, catching the ball over the Israeli defense. 2014, Italy. Extra point coming up.
When they do that formation, it's really hard for the defense to figure out who they're supposed to pick up. There's a lot of cuts underneath and over the top. It can be very confusing for the defense.
Yeah, Italy seems to be very cool. They don't have any major celebrations, Yossi. They got their head focused in this game. Quarterback, expressionless. He's just makes a great play. The same kind of expression as if he makes a bad throw.
Extra point is intercepted. If he takes this all the way back, it's 2 points. He's still on the loose to Curran. If he runs this back, he's got a bunch of. He's still on his feet. Was he pulled? He was pulled. They would have gotten Israel. Would have gotten 2 points. Interception there by the defense on the extra point. But it turns into 0. No points on that.
That's still
Israel.
A big stop for Israel. Those extra points. You know, guys, I've seen this throughout the whole tournament. These games could really come down to 1 or 2 missed extra points. That could be a real difference maker later on.
20-14. 20-14, Italy.
See if Israel can drive down the field now slowly and score because they get the ball at the half. And if they could go into this tied or even up a score and have the ball, that could be really a big momentum change for them.
Here we go, Italy. In the lead, 2014 Team Israel takes over, going south to north here. A quick pass there to David Abel. Immediately stopped by number 36, the defender there. Piccini, Flavio Piccini there, the defender for Italy, bringing up second down after a gain of about, I would say, 5 to 7, about 7 yards on that gain. Second down, Team Israel. Here we go, second down, 2 receivers left. Traditional formation, 1 receiver right. Quarterback waiting, takes a snap. Farkas back, looking, fires there to the cutting receiver. Mikhailov does the duck walk. Flag is pulled, third down, gets down. You saw it here up and close and personal, Yossi. There's a flag on the play. Late flag. Are you familiar with this duck walk dip? This thing they do? It's pretty new. I've never seen it before.
It is relatively new. It's something that they realized, which is a way to get around that flag guarding rule by just getting yourself really, really low to the ground. You know, some teams have employed using really short receivers because they have that ability. When we used to play against countries like from Japan and Korea, where they're, you know, a little bit smaller, it was very hard to pull their flags. And when you get down and low like that, it's really, really hard.
Very difficult.
But it's also dangerous because you can really pull your hamstrings there.
If you're a defender, do you want to try to leave your feet and dive for a flag when it's that low, or do you not take that risk of leaving your feet?
So it's complicated, but you can't get down low.
Second down, by the way.
Into the guy. You're going to get called for that.
Mikhailov on the catch. He does not. He tries to duck. His flag was already pulled after he tried the dip with the duck. Uh-oh. What's going on here? What's going on?
First down.
That is a generous spot. Watch the replay there if we can get it. Italy has a gripe, and they have a justifiable gripe. He looked from this position to be short of the first down. There is the referees are now huddling. They may, in fact, bring this back. The referee there on the scene.
Israel doesn't really want that first down right now because having a third and short gives you an option for really, you know, doing lots of different things. You can go deep on that.
And they changed the calling. They said he was just short. So it's now third and 2.
Good point, Yossi.
Good call, Yossi. Third and 2.
They may look at that as more as an advantage as opposed to getting the first down right there. So not much of an argument put up by the Israeli team. Huh?
No.
Here we go. Third down and 2. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Looking. Receiver, the ball was tipped, I believe, by number 80. It looked like he got a handout at 81 for Italy. That's Claudio Corrado. Looks like he may have tipped that ball. It came off very awkwardly. Now, it could have been an errant throw, or he could have maybe gotten a paw, if you will, on the ball, sending it to the ground. So now we have a huge, it's 4th and short. Yossi, you're coaching. Shovel pass here up the middle. What do you think?
Well, you know, trusty Don Eastman, who happens to be the quarterback's brother-in-law as well.
That I did not know.
Is in for this. It's a big place to look for Eastman.
You have 2 receivers right. Eastman to the left. He fakes, and then he stops, and the throw is an errant throw over his brother-in-law's head. Donnie Eastman, he would have had the first down, but the ball just sailed a little bit on him, on Farkas.
Yeah. Corrado was coming in quickly. And that might have distracted Avrami
a little sail.
Bit. Yeah,
but it's still a 6-point game here. Now the defense, it's time to step up big time, right?
It's really hot outside, and your hands get a little slippery also with the sweat. The ball can get away from you a little bit.
All right, it's really hot in the booth too, guys. I don't know how you're doing, but you better stay hydrated. You need a little of that H2O. We do not endorse any type of any sports drink here. It's all about Mayed and our sponsor. Drink all the water, folks. You don't want to dry out here. Trust me, I've been covering games now 3 days. You start seeing spots by 2 out in the afternoon. You don't want that, so pick up some in today. Ball snapped. Italy's got the ball. Pump fake and a fire back to Bua. Quick pull there by Tover on the defense, but about a 10-yard gain for the Italians. It'll be second down coming up.
Yeah, see, this tournament is unique in the fact that all of the teams had a day off. The Israeli team usually gets the day off because they don't play on the Sabbath. This time, all of the teams had it. How do you think that affected everybody?
So, a lot of people would think the day off is helpful, but I think it's harder. As somebody who studied fitness a little bit, when you give your muscles that extra day, they actually tighten up a lot more, and it's really hard to come back out into play.
Completion there, by the way.
One of the downsides also of going straight into that semifinal game and not having that quarterfinal game against perhaps a weaker team is that it still takes time to warm up again and get back into that. And we saw some of the better teams in the earlier games actually lose.
Italy, by the way, completing that pass. It'll be third and about 5 yards for Team Italy. And there comes the green book of Luke, Captain Luke Zaratka. 3 receivers, got trip left. Let's see what he can dial up here on a big third down. Ball is hiked. Receivers going down the field. There's a cross on both ways. And Buha, who else? The flag is pulled by Khazoni after a first down, though. And Italy, it seems they can strike at will. Watch the replay here. Watch the replay for the Italian first down. They're pulling out so many diverse and different plays there, guys. I mean, Italy's mixing it up with formations, with passes. I mean, Buha's doing the damage. He may be an MVP candidate there, Buha. We'll have to let you know that in a few minutes there. He may be in the running. We got trips left again. Rusher coming in, firing up the middle, caught by number 84. And their flags flying in. There was contact. It looked like Eastman was going for the flag. He's making his case to the officials. The far side official, though, did throw the yellow. Oh, it may
go against the offense.
I was wrong
the
there.
The defense was set, and the offense sort of jumped back into him.
You cannot lean your head or shoulder down into the defender. It looks like Israel's going to get the benefit of a call here, which in fact will be, I believe, if I think it's a 15-yard contact penalty, which will set the Italians back. This could be a big penalty here as we head towards the end of the first half. Making his case, the receiver, number 84, check out the replay. Stefano De Tunisi making his case, but nonetheless, they're going to call this on the offense. The far side referee was right on the play, guys. I was not.
Now, the Italians are incessant about that call, and it's a big call. The first real break that the Israel defense has gotten. Let's see if they can take advantage of stopping them, at least on this series.
It will be first down again.
I just informed there are 22 seconds left in the half.
Oh, my gosh.
22 seconds. Wow, so this drive.
22 seconds. 22 seconds left. And a very exciting first half. Italy's leading 20-14, and they are driving. They have first and goal, but from their side of the field, just about at half field there. The midway part, 3 receivers right. Rush coming in. Ball is fired and caught by number 2. And he might go all the way unless he's stopped. No, he's short. And there's a timeout by Italy. They're calling timeout there, but that was a long gain. They are right back in scoring position. Did you guys see the rocket arm on that?
That must have been 90 miles.
Seriously, that ball came out. Watch the replay here. You can see, boom, he has a cannon, and it was just over the outstretched arm there of the defender. Caught. It'll be second down and goal with the magic book and cool hand Luke.
They call baseball a game of inches, but that was inches away from the Israeli defender's fingers.
Yeah, here we go. Big play here. Second down, just a few seconds left in the half. Can Israel keep them out of the end zone? And the answer is no. And a flag, 2 flags, but I think on this one, unless I'm mistaken, I think I'm comfortably going to say Buha with the touchdown there. Number 23, Jordan Buha. The guys in the booth, by the way, I'm going to start here giving you, as we head to halftime, I'm going to start circling who I believe are the potential MVPs of this game. Definitely have Luke Zaratka, and I'm going to circle Jordan Buha there for Italy. For Team Israel, I'm going to go with Mikhailov and maybe Eastman for that interception. I think that's a good selection. If you guys want to add something, let me know now. Those are my 4 potential MVP candidates. Vote. Don't forget, after halftime or at halftime, throughout the second half, you can see that on Facebook. Correct, guys? On Facebook here.
Correct.
You can vote and keep the chats coming here. I'm sorry we haven't had a chance to read any of the chats so far today. So much action going on and activity here. And that extra point is good. There's a flag on the play. Let's see if it's coming back or not.
It looks like it's going to go against Israel.
But I have circled here. I'm going to hand these over in just a second. Here are my 4 picks for MVP of the first half so far.
Yes,
but again, we're talking about MVP for the whole game.
Let's see, while the refs huddle up and decide who this flag is on, getting back to your point about the free day, do you think that had to do with a women's final, having 2 teams that really have never been in the finals before? I mean, this is the first time that Martin Cockrell can remember that Austria was not, the women on the women's side was not represented.
Well, I don't know if that's the main factor. I mean, it's great to see 2 teams, that started off from the bottom and worked their way up. To see new teams in the championship, I think that just shows how much the sport's been progressing over the years. The new players are coming in, and the level of this tournament has really taken a huge step.
Yeah. And when you get new teams like that, it can only help for with the interest of the sport and the popularity of the sport. Getting these new teams in the finals, it should be a great final.
By the way,
definitely exciting.
By the way, they actually went for 2 on that play, Italy, and the flag was on Israel, so the point is good. It is now 28-14, and this might be the last. No, Israel calls timeout with just 3 seconds. He said 3 seconds left in the half. Israel now trailing. 28-14.
Yeah.
We lost the score, guys. I'm talking to the guys in the booth on the monitor here in front of us. Don't worry, everything is under control. 28-14. Let me verify. Yes, we'll verify that with the officials of the tournament.
The Italian defense here is positioning themselves
all the way back
towards the back of the field. They're willing to give up a short yardage pass. Not going to hurt them with a few seconds to go.
But Team Israel has done the Hail Mary before. Let's see if they can do it again
Let's see
here.
if they can pull something out of
probably
that.
Last play of the half. Here we go. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Let's see if there's any trickery. No, they're going for it all here. It's not going to get there long enough. What in the... No, okay.
Oh, my goodness.
There's something on this play that I've never seen before in my life. Okay, let me just run it by you.
And we've been following football for a long time.
The quarterback throws the ball to Donnie Eastman.
Well, Josh, I would need to say that that's actually a play that I was in the room when it was drawn up many years ago.
How's that legal?
We called it volleyball. It's a deflected ball.
Let me explain what happens. There was about a 25-yard pass to Donnie Eastman, who hits the ball up in the air. I'm not sure how that's legal because it looks like a double forward pass, but the referees let it continue. But then at the goal line, as Israel was about to pull off another miracle, it looked like the Israeli receiver dove for the end zone, and they may call him for diving, which is illegal. In that case, this will be halftime, and there will be no touchdown.
Now,
I've never seen that.
How could it be a double pass? Donnie Eastman never had control of the ball. He never had possession for there to be a pass.
But he clearly, intentionally volleyballed that thing down the field.
But isn't that considered a deflection?
Is it a deflection?
That's one of the gray areas over here, where he had no possession of the ball, and it bounced off his hands.
Right. You can. I guess you can't prove unless you put him up to a lie detector test that he, in fact, intentionally.
And that's probably what the Italian coach is arguing right now.
He's probably arguing that it was a legal pass, a double pass.
I think we're going to make the guys. I think we're going to make the guys from Meet Barim famous, because if that is a touchdown, and you guys were the ones who were filming it, you can send it to ESPN. It'll definitely make the top 10 on ESPN Sports Center.
It wasn't a touchdown. It wasn't a touchdown.
It doesn't matter, Yossi. I think it's still going to be one of the top plays on Sports Center.
They're letting the play go. It's not a touchdown, but they're letting the play go. Italy cannot believe it. Wait a minute. Are they saying it's actually a touchdown?
Wait, did they call that a touchdown?
Are they saying he's down? No, they're saying he's down at the 1 yard line, but there is 1 second left, I believe. I think. How many seconds left in the half, guys?
That's why there's one more play. If there was holding by the defense, so it can't end on a defensive
This might
penalty.
be the last play of the half, but
we're going to have to see that replay.
I would send that to ESPN, folks.
Right.
I've never seen Medabrim Communications here.
That is definitely in the highlight reel.
Let's see if they can capitalize on that crazy play. Receivers open. Touchdown, Israel. Controversy in Jerusalem. Controversy. That could have been the play.
City of Miracles. City of Miracles.
And now the Israeli team has 2 miracles.
That is a great way to go into halftime over here. If they can convert on this extra point and they get the ball back, you couldn't have asked for a better finish for this half for Team Israel.
Mid-Barim Communications Director Yuda Wadowski, cameraman Eitan Spitz, engineer Yaakov Feldman. Guys, send that one to ESPN or ESPN. They're going for the extra point here. Knocked away. Knocked away here. It is 28-20. A one-score game. There is a flag on the play. There's some yellow on the carpet.
There is a flag on the play against the defense.
And it'll be there. They were going for 2 there. It looks like they're going to be going for 2, but from where normally the 1 is, from the 5-yard line. 1, 2. It looks like no. They're calling out. It's 2-point conversion here from around the 6-yard line. This will bring them to 28-22 if they convert. That's what I'm being told here by the guys roaming the sidelines as they went for 2.
All right, before we break for halftime, Josh, we're going to take a look at that play again because I don't think we did it.
That was insane.
That play will be
I don't think
discussed.
we did it justice.
Here we
That
go.
play is going to be discussed for a
Going
long
for 2.
time.
They get the 2.
And the Falov extra point.
He's good. 28-22. It is a 6-point game.
28-21. That was a 1-point conversion.
No, it was a 2. I was told that they went for 2 originally, and then they moved it up on the penalty. Now they're saying 21. Let's ask. No, 21.
Oh, we have to check the score on that one.
Because one of the players was screaming, "We went for 2. We went for 2." But let's get a verification here. It went for 1. Okay, 7-point game, halftime. I'm going to just get my headset adjusted here.
Yeah.
We want to see the ESPN play, the tip,
Yeah.
or
we have
the
to revisit this play.
in quotation marks bobble.
Yossi actually, when he
Explain
was the
it.
quarterback
Watch
or
this.
the coach,
Here it is,
they
here it
drew
is.
up this
Here it
play
is.
when you
Thrown
were
here.
involved with the team.
The
So
ball-
Believe it or
maybe you
not,
can take us through it.
I actually want to say we drew that play up. I think actually at a tournament when we were in Italy. So it's funny how those things come around. But we were thinking about these type of situations where you're stuck with the long play, where they know they're anticipating the deep throw. Hail Mary has a very low percentage, and the design of that play is as soon as the players see the ball thrown,
Watch it again.
they're all told to go and to react where the ball is thrown.
Guys.
That's why the players all moved up on that play.
That play
so the ball
looks,
was able to get behind the defense.
that looks a little Alik well to me, honestly.
And it's incredible that ball found the Israeli receiver back there. There weren't many Israeli receivers.
Just one.
There was just one, and it happened to find him.
I don't like it, guys.
Did-
I'm sorry. I'm going to be the Debbie Downer here. I don't like that play. It looked to me like a two
know
double pass, illegal double pass there.
Well, I'm sure the judges and the referees are going to be discussing that play
Before
after this
next-
tournament,
yeah,
and
before next year's
Josh,
tournament.
desperate times call for desperate measures, and that was a desperation play that actually worked. So you can't be too hard on the Israeli
Right, I'm
team.
telling you what we're going to see next. We're going to see one of these crazy plays where the player goes to the sideline, pretends he's talking to this coach. Quarterback calls hike, and the guy's going to run, 60 yards for a touchdown.
well, Josh, we actually had one interesting idea as well, which was to throw the ball to a receiver and never have him establish possession and just bobble the ball so that they pulled his flag. He never had the ball, and he could really go the whole way over there.
If you've been coaching, reffing, or playing AFI for 20-plus years,
And the
you'll
way-
come up with those crazy plays.
And the way this game is going, Josh, we may yet see that play in the second half.
Israel now has 2 Jerusalem miracles in the tournament. Let's see if they can pull off a third and pull off the victory here as we head to halftime. Italy 28, Israel 21, a one-score game. And
we'll be back in a minute after a couple of words
let's
from
watch
our
these.
sponsors.
Got to
the
pay
Ministry
the
of
bills.
Tourism.
Got to
Yep.
pay the bills.
And we're about to start the second half over here.
But
We'll have to wait till
we're going to have to wait to the second half for lunch because halftime is just about 30 seconds here. And now I believe the names are about to be entered for the possible MVP as we start the second half. A long bomb down.
Mikhailov
catches
comes
a
down
bomb.
with
We're going to have to wait. There's a flag, too. They may tack on half the distance to the goal here.
That's a big opening play for Team Israel.
Israel's on
What
fire.
a great way to come out in the half.
Israel's on fire here. Wow. I mean, halftime, all they did is switch sides and keep playing.
Mikhailov.
No rest for the weary here.
Mikhailov's got that feed me motion, huh? Like Zeke Elliott does, huh?
yeah.
He wants the ball. He's
He
a
does.
receiver.
He's a big
who
guy.
really seems to want the ball in these big situations.
He's a
right?
big dude.
That really shows about a person and his personality. He wants the ball in his hand. He wants that play to come to him. He wants to make that big play.
And whoever just brought the fresh, ice-cold H2O over to the booth here, I appreciate that. I'm not sure who got it. It must be the Midbarim guys. Midabrim
Yeah,
guys,
it
sorry.
was the
I'm
Midabrim
changing the
guys.
name.
Yeah,
Midabrim.
Midabrim,
Thanks so much
yeah.
for the water, guys. It is hot here today. Israel
Mikhailov again.
gets his feet down, touchdown, just like that. It's a one-point game. Holy smokes, man! We're in for a treat here. If you're watching from wherever you're watching all over the world, this is flag football at its finest. These are some of the top teams in the world going at it. One-point game here.
They took Italy's first punches at the beginning of the game, Josh, but they have stayed toe-to-toe with the Italian team.
13 unanswered, if I'm not mistaken.
And this game is really up for grabs.
It was 28-14 a minute ago, no?
Yeah.
Ball's up. We have no angle here. And the catch by who is it? David Abel. He's saying he got pushed out. The referee says no. Referee's saying he did not maintain 2 feet in, 1 foot in at least.
That's a tough call.
He says it was let's watch. Can we get that replay? Let's see if we can see that again. I don't know if we can have an angle into that back corner. Abel says he was pushed out. forced out. He's not happy about the call, but it's going to stand.
It was a great catch nonetheless.
Great catch.
Well, this drive is an important drive in the game for Team Italy if they want to reestablish that momentum.
I think Israel's reeled off, 13 straight? If I'm not mistaken here. The Israeli bench going crazy here as we start the second half. Opening touchdown. There's a receiver wide open. Buha! Just like that, Buha! All the way down to the Israel's 1 yard line. Outruns the Israeli defender Tover on that one. Buha. Right now, he's my vote for, if in fact Italy hangs on, Buha's got my vote for MVP. It will be close, though, with Luke Zaradka back there. Go vote now on Facebook. We're getting those MVP candidates up for you for your voting pleasure. Go ahead and vote, and also chat in.
What about the strategy of possibly placing a safety, something like that, so that they don't just outrun the defense, which they're doing?
Well, you know, these teams like Italy, they've seen it all. If you drop a guy back, then they have numbers on you in the short range of the field. It's really about changing things up, moving from a man, disguising it to looking into a zone. And Italy hasn't really thrown that deep ball much.
Bunch formation, quarterback
they
rolls
came
left,
out.
fakes the pitch, and his guy open in the back of the end zone. No, overthrows him. There's a big hold there on first down. It'll be second down. The quarterback roll, watch the replay. The quarterback roll to his left, thought about pitching it, threw it to the back right corner of the end zone, incomplete.
So, Danny, that was a good example of taking away the first option for the quarterback. And that's why we see him make maybe one of his first bad passes.
We're having some Yossi Mike interference, guys. We'll work that out. I don't know if you can hear the interference. We'll figure it out. But here we go. Second down.
Am I back here, Josh?
Now you're back. Yeah, we can hear you. He's up. He's up. He's running. He's good. MVP is now. MVP candidates are now up online on Facebook. Vote for your MVP of today's game, folks. Get those votes in. Second down in Team Italy. 2 receivers white. Man in motion. There's a flag on the play. Delay of game, I believe. I think that's a delay of game on Italy. What's the play clock these days? 35 seconds between plays, 40 seconds, Yossi?
So I'm actually not holding so long the rule book these days, but I
believe
think it's
Dovi,
30 seconds.
We have Dovi Rabinowitz. We have like the 2 top officials in the history of American football, Israel, in one booth, and the Hall of Famer, and me. I'm here alone, guys.
Hey, we bring out all the stars.
Sometimes with the noise, it's
this
really
hard. This is our
hard.
party, Josh. This is our party, and we're bringing out everybody.
Maybe the noise, he didn't hear the play clock. Anyway, there's a penalty on Italy. They move him back to the 5. Zaradka back to pass. Throws a bullet out of the reach. Just off target there, Zaradka. Wow. And he's not very happy to lose the receiver. I do not think, watch the replay there. I think the receiver ran
2 more big downs for Team Israel to make a stop over here, which would be tremendous.
Yeah. And that last second pull by David
Tover saved the touchdown.
Is really turning out to, so far, you know, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but so far that's turning out to be a good play. Italy has moved backwards. He saved the touchdown. Let's see if Italy can punch it in here.
It looked like he had triple on that deep bomb.
Yep.
Zaradka not happy with his receiver on that play. Thinks he ran the wrong route. He's got his green book in his back pocket. Ready to go here on the third down. Rusher coming in hard. Ball's fired, and there's my man. Buha, Jordan Buha again.
Feels like deja vu. He's wide open over the middle.
Every time when there's a question what Italy's going to do, why not keep going and doing what's working? And that's Buha over the middle here. MVP candidate, go vote online.
He's got my vote. I know someone's got to get the ball to him, but he just has a uncanny knack to get out in the open, especially across the middle. I don't know what they have to do to stop him.
If Israel pulls it off, then I would vote for Mikhailov, but we'll see what happens here. Going for the extra point. Rakova hits his receiver. The point is good. No, there's a flag. Did he push off, or did the Israeli defender lean his head? We don't have the angle here, at least I don't, from where I'm standing. Referee conference there in the middle of the end zone. Watch the replay on that. See if we can see the flag. Oh, no, wait. He did not come down with the ball. This might be against the Israeli defense for a push. Another huddle here. Another huddle here by the refs.
To answer your question,
yeah.
One of the things that you don't see the men do too often, you see more at the women, is to actually hold back the rusher as the 5th defender.
Yes.
That's something that can change up the defense a little bit, especially on these short plays where you're looking for that quick pass. Really give you an extra defender to confuse
That's
the
a good
offense.
point. I've seen the women's teams do that.
Because so far he seems unfazed by the rush.
Several times.
He's getting rid of the ball early, so might as well try that.
That's
a good point.
What was the call on that? First down, Israel. I think they picked up the flag, folks. I think they picked it up. I don't see any calls. Italy denied, unless there's a penalty on Italy, but nevertheless, Israel takes over.
The point was good. The point was good. It was 34, now it's 35.
Yeah, they gave him a
Eight-point game.
point. They gave him, so it was a penalty on Israel. My fault. Jonathan Efrat, Johnny Efrat with the catch. He must have caught it, and then by the time we saw the replay, he must have already put the ball down, and the penalty was on Israel. That explains it. It is now still a one-score game, guys.
So you said your championship was won with Efrat,
Jonathan Efrat.
with the Tanner team. I won my only championship, which was the Mordechai Goodman Memorial Tournament with Moshe Shear, who's now in the game. So
Nice, nice. Pump fake, and then a throw to David Abel. Tries to get a few more yards.
Great move by Abel. He's got a lot of green.
We got to check out that replay. David Abel looked like he would stop for a modest gain. Spins out of the hands of his defender. Hopefully, let's watch the replay. Gets another 20 yards and a first down. Driving, watch this move. Spins, keeps going. Another 20 yards or so.
yeah, that missed flagpole was
first down
costly,
Israel.
costly to the Italians. You
Here we
got to
go.
make those flagpoles. If not, sometimes you don't have any defenders to help you.
Two receivers left. What will Israel draw up here as they are driving past to Mikhailov, trying to do the duck walk. He's still in. Gets into the end
He
zone.
is in.
Touchdown on the duck walk.
There, the
Quack,
duck walk
quack,
out.
quack.
Give the credit
Wow.
to the dip or the duck walk. He went down low, and he got into the end zone. No defender pulled his flags. Israel pulling out all the stops from that crazy tip ball to the duck walk to Friday's Hail Mary. Israel fighting, doing whatever they can to stay alive in this tournament. Going for two.
Yeah, that's
They are going for two and
Don
the
Eastman
tie.
back in again.
Dusty, what do you think about the decision here to go for two instead
I
of
think
one?
you have to go for two at this point because, either way your defense is going to have to make a stop.
Here's a huge play in not only the game, but for Israel in the tournament. This could be a huge play.
And you have a different setup at quarterback
David
over
Abel.
here.
This could be another trick play. Maybe a pitch back to Farkas. Pitches back to Eastman. Eastman moves around. He could run or throw. Looking, firing to the back end zone. It's intercepted. Intercepted there on the two-point conversion. Mikhailov, pulls the flag. No flags on the play. Two-point conversion, not good. The throw was too low. Watch the replay here. He danced around for a bit. He had the run or throw option. Does not convert. And Israel remains in the hole by 2 points, 35-33. Italy to take over here, going south to north.
I don't know about that decision to put the ball in someone else's hands who hasn't really thrown it in such a critical situation like that.
Good
What do you
point.
think, Jesse?
I think maybe the coaches were hoping that he would run the ball or he would see something as he started to take off to be able to throw it.
We're having some.
Okay, am I
There
back?
you go. You're back. Wait.
There you go.
Sometimes just changing things up a little bit, you might see something that looks a little bit different.
Short, dangerous pass, but with that bullet arm and the little sidearm throw there by Luke.
Right now the pressure's on the
Sorry,
Israeli
Kyle.
defense to make a stop over here and get the ball back.
Yeah.
Eventually, if they want to win this game, they're going to have to stop them at least once, something they have not been able to do thus far.
Second down here. Italy moving the ball. 2-point game.
Just a little bit over 10 and a half minutes left in the game right now. Plenty of time.
10 and a
No
half
reason to
left.
get under pressure.
No panicking for either side. Pulls the flag. And
I think he may have had that flag.
unbelievable catch. Buha bobbles the unbelievable catch. We have to see this replay. They're calling it a catch. First of all, they thought that Israel had pulled Luke's flag, Zaratka's flag, for a sack.
let's see it on the
The
replay.
referee said no. And then, the Italian women's team chanting MVP for Buha for an amazing catch.
That was a great catch. It
And
really
touchdown.
was.
41-33. That was insane. He bobbled it.
Sort of
Came
curled
down
it
with
around
it.
his neck and
Came
reeled
down with it in
Wow.
the end zone. A lot of tape flying up in the air there, but they called it a score.
I really thought they were going to call the flagpole
I thought
back there.
it looked like the
I could
referee-
have sworn that the
I would
flag
like-
was pulled.
Can we see that
just
replay
before-
one more time, guys? Is
It's
that
hard to
possible?
tell because it's a matter of
It's a game of inches. Let's see.
milliseconds
Let's
here.
see. Here it is. Let's see. It looks
Coming
like-
up now is a huge play.
It looks like he has his flag. And
Josh, you're
such
going to
a
need
close
NFL
call.
slow motion.
right now
to show
Italy
that
up by
one.
8 points.
This could be a
This
two-score
could make it a
game.
two-score game if they score here.
Huge extra point here. 3 receivers to the right. Buha goes to the right. Looking for Buha. Wide open in the middle of the end zone. Number 84, the Tunisi, Stefano de Tunisi. Let's watch the replay there. The Tunisi finding a gap. It is now a 9-point game. Israel must score twice if they want to keep their
And Buha was used
championship
as a
game
perfect
hopes
decoy.
alive.
Buha was a perfect decoy. in that
Yeah,
play.
Buha, I think, I don't know what the votes look like, the tabulations online, but Buha, certainly the MVP choice at this point in this game, if the score remains as is. Abel flag pulled after a 5-yard gain there by David Abel. Do you think, Yossi or Danny, that the team must start hurrying up at this point? About 8 minutes left.
No, there's 8 minutes left. There's still plenty of time. You're going to get the ball back at least 2, maybe even 3 more times.
Okay.
But it's really going to come down to the scoring and making one defensive stop.
Hold on here. They're correcting the score. The referees are saying it's a 10-point game, not a 9-point game. 43-33.
At this point, 9.
According to the officials. 9 or 10.
9 or 10 doesn't really make a difference here.
At this point, no. 2 receivers left for Israel. 1 to the right. Italy ready on defense. Ball is hiked. Ball is up to Johnny Efrat. It looked like actually he may have pulled the flags even before he caught the ball, Yossi. What happens in that situation? If
That
the
should be a
referees-
flag.
It should
They
be
pulled a
flag.
flag
I could
early.
be wrong, but from this angle, this vantage point, it looked like he knew the ball was being targeted to that receiver. Looks like the defensive back pulled the flags maybe a second before the receiver caught it, but no flag called. Traditional formation here for Team Israel, trying to get a first down, trying to get something going here. Ball
got a receiver
long,
inside.
Bell.
overthrows David Abel. I think this is a big fourth down here. They must get a first down here if they want to keep the drive alive. And Eastman going back into the game there on fourth down. Eastman, of course, who was the MVP of the World Championships of Flag Football just a few years ago, by the way. I think we've mentioned it before. But that's when, the money time, you put in your money man.
Yeah.
Well, Danny, as you said, this is where you got to be nervous already because you got to make this first down.
This is a must here for your Team Israel. Italy, of course, could really put it out of reach if they stop him here. Ball is snapped. Looking. Avoids the rush. Mikhailov is wide open and does make a first down. A critical catch. Mikhailov knows how to find the gaps, guys. Watch the replay here as he finds a gap and gets himself open there, crossing the field from left to right.
Yeah, they gave him a lot of room. He's a deep ball threat. So he earned that space that he got and got the first down for Israel.
Traditional offense again. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Quarterback surveys the field. Farkas takes the snap, looks, gets out of the way of the rusher, fires the ball to the side, and is caught. Big catch there by Abel. Beautiful play. Quarterback is moving to his left, across his body, throwing
Great
across
job by
the field.
Abrami to get away from that rush, buy
the
himself
right.
a little bit more time,
Watch
find
the
an open
replay
man.
here, rolling to his left, avoids the rush, fires back to his right, and caught.
That is
Keeping
not easy
Israel-
while you're scrambling to find an open receiver.
It looks easy on the replay, but trust me, guys, it's not at all.
Rami Farkas, we talk about the other quarterback. He's been very impressive so far for Israel as well.
Farkas takes a snap, looks in the back. He's got Jonathan Efrat. Touchdown in the back of the end zone. Efrat, who was injured, I said it before. But, of course, no holding back here. He's playing through an injury, getting the touchdown. And then it looks
Now we
like they're
have a
going for
4-point
2.
game.
They're going for 2 here, folks. They've done the math, and I couldn't possibly understand why. Maybe you guys can on the fly. Can figure out why they're going for 2. There is definitely a coaching reason here why they're going for 2 and not 1.
Well, if Israel scores and they score here 43-41, it still keeps the pressure on the Italians to get some kind of point after. Even though they would probably go for 1.
I knew I could count on you to explain it. I knew you had my back, Danny.
You got it, man.
Here we go. Here, and you got Abel wide open. And point is good.
Now, it doesn't make
2
so much
point.
sense,
Right.
but at the end of the day, you convert that 2, you're coming off a little bit more momentum, you feel good. 1 or 2 didn't really make a difference because they need to make a stop now.
I'm sensing some disagreement here between the 2 color commentators.
Well,
Danny and Yossi.
if Italy does score now, the score would be 49-41. It would still put pressure on them to actually score an extra point
That's
to
also
keep
correct.
the game out of reach.
And sometimes it's also a preference. Sometimes having that bigger field, it's easier with the players that you have to make a conversion. Sometimes 12 yards is easier than 5 yards.
It's like Madden and Summerall here in the booth with Danny and Yossi talking about the importance of a 1 or 2 point conversion. Nevertheless, the point is good. Israel trails by 2. This is an exciting game, folks. I hope you're enjoying from wherever you are in the world. Chat in. Let us know what you think of this barn burner of a game. So many points on the board. There's about a 7-yard gain by Italy on first down. Hitting receiver number 2. That is Simone.
And
Mark Simone.
Danny's defense, it is not unheard of to get a safety right after that first play. That would have tied up the game.
And now we have split personalities here as
another
Yossi
Got to play
now,
both sides over here.
Yossi now defends Danny against himself. Everything goes here,
Hey,
folks.
I could never be upset against Yossi. Yossi was a coach of my son Yair,
Right,
who was on the
right.
national team for several years.
Great
So-
player.
Me, someone who teaches you Torah or somebody who coaches you football, it's like he's your father.
Danny's son now a professional basketball player, by the way. if I'm not mistaken. If he's
Yes,
still
well,
playing.
he was. Now he's a professional coach.
All right. Ball's up. Nice game there by Italy, and he's still going. A missed flagpole. That is going to give Italy a first down.
That was actually a bit of a smart spot to let him get that first down, a little bit right after midfield.
You like that, huh? Instead of a second and or third and one, you prefer giving them a first and long.
On defense, I always prefer to have them have the long field.
Great strategy, and your mic's coming off again. Do your
All
little
right, we'll
magic.
try that again.
Let's get out the old duct tape. They do the duck walk here, and we'll get some duct tape or duct tape, either one.
Now is the time the Israeli defense really has to settle down now and try to do anything they can to stop this Italian juggernaut.
You can hear Team Israel and the fans going crazy here. Fake. Oh, there's a pitch up front, and he leans his head in. Are they going to call that for leaning ahead? And no, they didn't call it. They didn't see it. That Hazoni, man, he takes a lick and keeps on ticking. When that kid was about 10 years old, I saw that kid get a baseball bat to the eye, and he was back at camp 2 days later, folks. Remember that, Dovi Rabinowitz? Remember that? That's the same Hazoni who, praise the Lord, thank God, did not lose his eye under our care.
So here's something interesting
And
for
now
you to know.
now he's on the national team. Yeah, he's awesome.
Number 2 from the Italian team is actually from Canada.
Is that legal?
Yes, it is. He has Italian
Yes,
citizenship.
sure.
Okay.
Italian citizenship.
I thought we had a breaking story here on the broadcast. Ball's up, receiver wide open in the middle of the field. For some reason, time and time again, that middle, if the quarterback has enough time, I've seen it throughout the tournament, and especially in this game, he's got to hit his receiver wide open in the middle. I don't know, how do you defend that, guys?
Looks like the defense just made a change. You know, sometimes they have a couple of rookies here, the Israeli team, and
They have Sklar now in on.
so they just pulled out Khazoni and put in
Rusher.
Sklar.
Sklar is a power rusher. We've seen him throughout the Flag League, winning multiple championships in his rushing abilities. Let's see if he can get the pressure.
Israel
on
could use the sack here
quarterback.
now.
Yeah, he's had some today. Had some throughout the tournament. Stoppage of play here. What's going on? Referee. Second down, not third. They're. Oh, sorry. 2-minute warning?
2-minute warning.
What? That happened so fast. What is going on here? It's
Yeah, we don't have the luxury of clock back here in the booth. So
2-minute
sometimes
warning already?
The score sometimes creeps up on us.
If Italy scores, I don't know, folks. You think Israel has it in them for two
Well,
touchdowns?
We have 84 points in this game.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe I'm not counting them out. It's just
This is pretty much the game here, guys. I mean, Italy scores, and it's going to be very hard for Israel to get the ball back twice.
defenders are all covered.
Oh.
Nearly oh my gosh, that quarterback! Wow, Luke Zarodka. The defender was in his face.
He was in
Managed
his wheelhouse,
to
and
watch
he
watch
almost
the
pulled
replay.
that flag. If he
Watch the
would've-
replay.
yeah.
Defender
If
in
he
his
would've-
face. Watch this. He moves to his left and throws. That's not an easy throw and pinpointed strike.
And
to
Eastman
number-
actually let his guy go over there as he saw the quarterback rolling to his left.
Who caught that touchdown? I missed that there. In the Italian team. It couldn't have been Zarodka because he couldn't throw to himself.
Luke Zarodka really showed some
But he
agility
probably
there,
could.
getting out of the way. He kind of shifted his hips a little bit, just enough to avoid the flag pull on that play. And that was
We
the
have an
difference in the
8-point
play.
game right now.
That was the difference.
8-point game here.
This is probably the play of the game right here. Israel needs to stop.
Israel needs a desperate stop here. 8-point game. Zarodka's got his special book with all the plays. He's looking it over, his diary. I don't know if it holds all his most intimate thoughts and feelings, but it certainly has amazing plays in it as we go to a crucial extra point. Are we going to get another replay? Yeah, here's another replay of the touchdown. Avoids the rusher barely. Moving to his left, firing to his right on a dime. And what's the call here, fellas? There's a stoppage in play.
We're just checking the score, but the correct score is 49-41.
Yeah, the officials sitting here in the booth next to us, the
this is gonna
tournament officials.
This is going to be such a hard play for Israel to defend. It's
Here
so
we go,
hard.
folks. What's going to happen here? This is key. This is key in the tournament. Rusher in, and they've converted the extra point there to number 2. Simon again, Mark Simon, making it a 2-score game with under 2 minutes. The clock is now stopped, correct? On the change of possession, Israel still has 2 timeouts, probably a minute 50 or so, and they need a score, a stop, and a score. Will we have a third Jerusalem miracle, folks? We will find out here over the next 2 minutes of official time. Receivers that are being played up by the defenders. Italy's moved in on defense. There's
They're
a
going
run
for it all.
Mikhailov. There's a flag on the play. They might have held him. This will be a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah,
They
there
could
might
have held
been
him.
some contact downfield.
The Italian defenders, if you noticed, moved up close. You can see on the replay, they were playing essentially a man coverage there on Team Israel. They did not want anybody to get loose or any problems there in a zone, any miscommunications. So they were playing man. This may cost them in yardage. We have a illegal touch, illegal contact on the defense. 15 yards, an automatic first down. The clock is stopped, so this is positive for Team Israel. Positive development will be first down. With the penalty here, we have Michalov, we have Efrat, we have David Abel as receivers.
And he's got to step on him.
He's got a bell. There's defenders there. An unbelievable catch. David Abel with a catch, holding the ball on his shoulder. This reminded me of the catch made by David Tyree in the Super Bowl using his helmet, and in this case using his shoulder. Look at the replay. Watch Abel.
There's some big shoulders.
He had separation. He got the ball down to the 1 yard line. Clock is running, folks. Clock is running. Clock is running.
Well, the clock should have stopped there on a first down.
It was a first down. So wait, there's first down. Clock should be stopped. Yes, clock should be stopped. Clock is very important right now. Hope the referees remember that clock should be stopped on this first down. Let's see if they can punch it in from the 1 yard line. Receivers covered. If you don't have it, touchdown there. They went back to, I believe, Abel. Wait. Illegal touch by the offense. Illegal touch by the offense. No touchdown. They're going to move it back. No touchdown. He stepped out, stepped back in. You cannot be the first one to touch the ball if you step back out on any level of football, whether it's NFL, whether it's flag, whether it's women's, men's.
I'm not quite sure what the record is for most points in a semifinal game here, but I am sure that we are approaching because there's just been about a score in every single drive here. We have 91 points already in this game.
Defense is definitely, if you came for a Super Bowl-type Patriots-Rams defensive battle, you're watching the wrong channel of football. Don't change the channel, guys, because the offense is amazing. Here we go. Israel needs to punch this in.
They need a quick score here.
Two receivers right. Farkas back to pass. Touchdown. There's a flag again on the play. A flag on the play. What are they going to call? I did not. It's on the offense again. On the offense again. What number? Israel is having for second down. They're calling another flag. It's 200 flags in a row, which are hurting Team Israel, shooting themselves in the foot. We see that. We have that replay.
No time has been taken off.
They might have called the blocking of the rusher over there.
All right, that's probably what it could be because I did not see anybody else in the picture in the frame.
The one saving grace here is that no time has come off the clock.
Right. Well, during the play,
time is going to be Israel's biggest enemy.
The clock is now stopped. Ball snapped. Michalov goes to the back of the end zone. Donnie is David Abel. Yes. Touchdown.
And the third time is a charm.
David Abel. No flags. No yellow. And here we are again. The score, 47. Team Israel, 50.
Well, here maybe they should go for two so that way they get the safety afterwards and take the lead. But it looks like they're going for one here.
Going for one to make it a 2-point game. We are getting
down. No, they are going for two.
No, good call there, Yossi. You called it. I mean, somebody who's coached the team before knows the mentality. Glad we have Yossi in the broadcast booth.
Have we seen a safety yet today? Because
I've not seen a safety.
Can I root for a safety on the play after this?
I have not seen a safety in the tournament. So far, the games I've been covering on this field. What's the time?
Minute 28 left.
1:28. That's plenty of time for a lot to happen. For much football action. There's still a lot of action here. 1:28. Both teams, I believe, have both timeouts. Don't go anywhere, folks. Going for a extra point, a 2-point conversion. Ball's up in the air. Receivers there. Johnny Efrat out of bounds. Incomplete. So a 3-point game. Israel must get a stop and a score. For Italy, you get a first down, you work off some clock, and, of course, a touchdown would essentially seal the deal for the Italians. I mean, if you're Italy, I would go back to Jordan Bua. I would just find him in the middle of the field. He's made plays all day, and then he has the potential of being the MVP. Bua.
Got to give the Israeli team a lot of credit, Yossi. To hang tough with this Italian team. They've come back. They've answered time after time after time. They're still in this game.
There's still enough time.
We saw before Eastman with a pick. Can somebody come up with a pick again if you're cheering for Israel? Or will Italy put it away here late in the game? Man in motion there. Fake handoff. Barca goes to the middle. Wide open is the middle. Number 81. Flags are pulled there after a gain of about 15 yards. Timeout Israel. They are using their timeouts now.
I think Israel right now is going to be discussing how to find a way to close the middle of that field over there. Especially, you got to try to make them throw to the sidelines. Maybe the player will go out of bounds, save yourself a timeout.
Right. At this point, you just can't let them march up the field like they have been. And they're going to have to take chances.
The Israeli women's team in the stands going crazy. Nearly every seat here at Kraft Family Sports Campus is occupied. The place is packed. I think this is the fullest it's been since the start of the tournament on Thursday. Not just the Israeli local fans, but, of course, all the other countries represented here and all the different teams who are watching the semifinal action here
This is the only
in
game that's
Jerusalem,
going on.
folks.
It's the only game that's going on right now in the Sports Family Complex.
I don't know what happened over there. Maybe we can get results from the other game on the other field, the Denmark game.
Yeah, we can find out who...
Denmark beat France, and Denmark is waiting for the winner of this game. Man in motion, fake handoff, and there's a little pitch there. Ball's up in the air. Once the ball hits the ground, oh no, that is a terrible... If you're a fan of Israel, that is a terrible mistake. They are saying that Tover contacted the offensive player illegally, causing the ball to be knocked out of his hands. There's no fumbling in this game, so once the ball hits the turf, the play is dead. But if there was contact, and the referees, will they pick the flag up? No. They're picking, let's see, 15 yards first down. That is a backbreaker.
That's a crucial call against Israel.
Call. Questionable call.
Well, in a sense, that does help Israel because now Italy can't get that first down again, a new set of 4 downs. They would have got a little bit later on. So for time management, that might actually help them out a little bit.
But Israel did, in fact, use a timeout. So the clock is stopped. 1 minute left. What will Italy do? They get conservative. Yes, they do on a handoff, immediately pulling the flag. And do they call timeout right away? Does Israel, or they let the clock run? I don't see any indication that they call timeout. What down is it, folks? This will be third down? It should be second down. The referee originally said third, but they got a first down on the penalty. This is second down. Clock is... No, they call timeout. Sorry. Did not hear a whistle, but the Team Israel's huddling is second down with, I would guess, around a minute or so, if not less, left in the game.
Jesse, do you agree that Israel's going to have to take away the short game here and just see what happens long? Because you just can't let Italy keep passing.
Well, at this point, I don't even think Italy's going to throw the ball. I think they're going to just be handing it off, playing it very, very safe. There's a minute 15, so if Israel could make 3 stops here, they will have time to get the ball back.
But you never know with Buha. They may send Buha long. They may say Buha, finish it up. The ball, they do go long, and Tony Romo'd it. I called it. It wasn't Buha, but it was number 84 on the touchdown. Stefano De Tunisi for what looks like to be the game-clinching touchdown. And thank you very much. I'd just like to take full credit for Tony Romoing it.
You did call that.
I called Buha, but I got the wrong number, but I did get the right call on the field.
It was a safe pass by
if you see a guy who has a step and you know you have the arm on the QB, I figure go for it and just...
in that situation, that's the only real pass that Sorotka can make.
Right.
Because if he overthrows him, okay, the ball lands safely past him, but in this case...
Right now, they'll probably just take a knee on this extra point, not to give Israel a chance to return the ball.
I don't know about that. You're right. You called it. Okay, we're even now.
Yes, good call.
We are even. Yeah, that's the smart play. Very smart. I didn't even think of that. And that's the experience of Yossi Fuchs, who's lived.
That's why we bought him in the booth.
Right.
That's why we paid them the big bucks.
He's breathed. That's right.
It's coming out of your salary.
Well, he signed an extension contract there, Yossi Fuchs, for 2000. Does anybody know where the 2000
NFL doesn't pick up his option?
Right. The NFL first of all needs to pick up Zaratka. That's what they need to do first.
The Colts do.
Colts, if you're watching, Zaratka, we'll have to see if he can take a hit or whatnot. We'll get him some pads over there. I'm sure we have pads in the storage here at Kraft Family Sports Campus. Israel going long. Bomb to Efrat just out of his reach. Just out of his reach. And you can see by the way he's walking, he's a little bit gimpy, as they say, because of that injury. He did not die for that one. I don't know if he should have died for it or not, but he's not 100%. But he made a valiant effort on that incompletion. It'll be second down now. I mean, mathematically, Yossi, is there any way for Israel to win this?
No. I mean, even if they score and Italy gets the ball back, they could just knee it out. Israel has no more timeouts. But Israel has another game after this.
They will be playing for the bronze
medal. That's huge.
Right? They will still compete for bronze against France later on today. Great catch there. And a flag. Tack on some yards there. Number 7.
Moshe Shear.
No, that's, Moshe Shear. Good call. I was looking at the Italian list. Their attack on half the distance. So let's see here. It's a 9-point game. They're putting it at the 1-yard line. Let's see. No, half the distance. Here we go. The ball is at the 7-yard line here.
That was great concentration by Yashir on that play.
Great
ball
catch.
Was lofted pretty high up, and
should they have been trying that?
Never kept his eyes off the ball. Great catch by Moshe Yashir.
Should they have been trying long plays like that more often, you think? I mean, they did score 47 points so far.
Abel with a double move and wide open.
Touchdown. Okay, let's see. I mean, touchdown is good. That's 53. It's a 3-point game.
Again, I don't know if they keep statistics on this thing, but I would bet that this has got to be the highest scoring semifinal, at least in history.
56-53.
The flag football champions.
It's a pretty high scoring game.
Have you ever seen a score like this, Jesse? You've been to a few tournaments.
I have. I don't recall a score getting this high with both teams. I've seen one-sided, lopsided games.
No, the only hope really now is if they get the score and if there's somehow a safety in the end zone, which would be another Jerusalem miracle. First comes this play. So without this, then it would be meaningless, the safety, because it's a 3-point game. Ball is up in the air. Caught for the score. It's a 1-point game, you'll see. Less than a minute left. Italy has the ball. Israel has no timeouts. Again, the only thing possible is a safety.
Well, there's one other thing over here, Josh.
Yeah.
Be a critic. If Italy would make a mistake here and actually score a touchdown, and Israel would let them score quickly here, that would put them up by 7, still giving Israel the ball back and a chance to still come back and tie up this game.
They're clarifying it, from what I understand from the rules. If you're planning on kneeling, you're supposed to indicate that to the referee. He's way out of the end zone. I think he's just going to take a knee, and that's going to do it. If you're Italy, congratulations. You are in the finals. Team Israel, it was a defeat by only 1 point. Went down to the wire, but Italy pulled it off. Possible MVPs, Luke Zaratka or Jordan Bua, who did a lot of the damage, Team Italy. Now, who's going to go? Who wants to interview the Italians? Who's going to go out there? Yes, you got the mic. You want to speak to anybody on the Italian team? You want to do it? If not, I'll do it. Whatever you guys want. I'll take off the headsets. Danny?
Hey, I'm happy to just stand in the presence of Luke Zaratka.
So take the mic, maybe. So there you go. We're going to try, guys, if that's cool. Mendabrim Communications, I want to make sure the guys are cool with that. Headset off on Danny. Danny's going to go to midfield. Careful of this new, whatever this is in front of us here. This new barrier put up. I'll hold the mic. I'll let you walk around the barrier, and then I'll hand it to you. We'll try to get an interview with Zaratka. Let's go maybe Danny, maybe try to get Bua.
Jordan! And welcome back here. We're just getting a couple of the stars of the game here. It doesn't take too much imagination to see who we're going to interview. Jordan, come on over. How you doing? First of all, congratulations on the semifinal victory and good luck in the finals. I thought that Batman and Robin were the dynamic duo, but you two guys just played a hell of a game out there. Take me back to to that last series, Luke, when you guys knew that you had to score. Otherwise, you would leave Israel with a chance to potentially tie the game.
Yeah, we had to just go play by play, and little by little. If you try to get everything on one shot, you risk interceptions or drops, and we had to keep the clock running and keep moving the ball. And I knew that the short passes were going to work, and that's what we did to continue to go ahead, turn it down good.
Jordan, you played a great game out there. That one, take me back to that catch. What exactly happened on that play? We didn't get a great view of it. It just happened so fast. Yeah, the deep post where you sort of bobbled it and then got it on your shoulder and just miraculously reeled it in.
We designed it like a fade, and then once I saw the ball like working towards the middle, I was like, I'm gonna just cross the field and like try to make a play, and it happened. Just stayed positive.
Well, you guys really played a great game. Have you ever been involved in such a high-scoring affair?
No, I think this is the first time that we've put up maybe over 50 points. So, it was a lot of fun going back and forth with Israel. I mean, hats off to them. They're a really, really good team, and they fought the whole game, and it showed, especially on the scoreboard.
Great. You guys played great. I wish you guys a lot of luck against Denmark. Your thoughts just on that game?
Just stay positive. Just kept trusting the OC. We've been doing a great job. You know, he started playing this game in 2015, and he had like a. So we.
Good. Well, you know what? If this guy doesn't go replace Andrew Luck over to the Colts, you'll have him for many years. Many years as on the Italian team. So good luck to you guys.
Thank you very much.
Good luck to you guys, and you know we'll. By the way, just one quick question: how do you guys feel about being here in Israel? How has the tournament gone so far, just from an Israeli perspective?
Fantastic. I mean, it's my first time here. Great complex here, and you know, just a great overall environment here. We got to visit Jerusalem and Bethlehem yesterday, which was my first time doing that. So it was great to see, you know, all the historical stuff there, and it's just a really, really fantastic experience that you guys have put on, and couldn't be more thankful to be here.
Great. Last question, Jordan. The Israeli team usually has that Sabbath break during the tournament. This is the first time you guys have experienced it. How did you guys react to that day off in the middle of the tournament?
I'm not gonna lie, we appreciated it because like we needed some rest, but at the end of the day, we also enjoyed like embracing new cultures, and it was great. It was great overall. We participated to the ceremony and everything, so it was great time.
Fantastic. We look forward to having you both back here in Israel. Good luck again. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Take care.